Hey everyone, Crazy Caps here, welcome back. And I'm finally making a video I meant to make for a little while, and that is an update to my movie collection. Now, in general, I've wanted to do a collection update for a while, but this video is going to be focused on my movie collection because it's where the most changes have been lately. And also, it'd probably be a little quicker than doing my entire collection. So, there have been some significant changes recently. You will have saw some of them if you watched that PSA video I did recently. But essentially, a whole reconfiguration of our movie setup has happened. It used to be that down there was where all the 4K Blu-rays, PlayStation games, the stuff that was up here was, and all the regular Blu-rays were downstairs, along with, the entire rest of my game collection, all sorts of things. What has happened lately is two things. One, a new shelf was purchased, and now that's where all the Blu-rays, all the 4Ks go, all the movies go, as well as the PlayStation, games, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4. The CDs we moved there because they fit like very perfectly. And we got a new surround system. You saw it in that video. Essentially, got this Walmart soundbar. It's like $200. It comes with this bar, subwoofer there, and we have the rears. One's there, and one's there. I know it's not the most, ideal setup, but it works for us. And given the way the room is, like the ideal obviously would be having them wall mounted or right behind the you know listeners, but the way it is, this is kind of the best we can do with the setup, and it sounds pretty good, I would say. I mean, I'm not the most well equipped to do a soundbar review, but real quick before I get into the collection part of this video, essentially most of the time it sounds fantastic. The only complaint I really have is that there's not enough adjustment with the different channels. You can't like adjust the left and right channels, and the channels you can adjust, it's only +5 to -5. I like a little more customization, but essentially, movies, video games, by and large, sound great. There's a few movies, sometimes the dialogue's a little hard to hear, but other than that, it's great. Now, to the shelf and the movies. So the reason I moved them all up here is pretty simple. This is, now that we have the surround sound, and of course, there's someone in the family who cannot get down the stairs. I thought it just made the most sense to where all the movies would be up here. This would be where we mainly watch them. We can watch them downstairs still, but by and large, the plan is to watch them up here. And there's been a ton of new movies added since the last time because I've been focused on getting a ton of them over the last few months. So, a lot of stuff. I'm going to try to make this quick. We'll see how I do. So, top shelf is all the 4K Blu-rays. I'll explain the organization. So I start with the two Bond films. I count them at the start because they're 007. So I have Casino Royale, No Time to Die. Casino Royale, I mainly got just because it was a cheap way to replace the Blu-ray. I had lost the original copy I had. No Time to Die, great Bond film. 1917, a war film, it's pretty good. Air Force One, A Christmas Story. Back to the Future trilogy. Excuse me. And now we get to the Pixar films. I keep Pixar and Disney Animation together. And so since we have Coco here, I just do all the 4Ks of Pixar and Disney. Now, Coco, I got for free. The rest of these are bought as these movies came out from Disney Movie Club. Wreck-It Ralph, I also got for free. I try to only get 4Ks if it's, a complete upgrade, and that means, it's a film that was made and mastered in 4K. Coco, as far as I know, was not made in 4K, but the rest of these were. There's a few like little oddities with where I play stuff. I'll go over those as we go through. But essentially, after Pixar and Disney, Clue, Doctor Sleep, Elf, Enter the Dragon, Home Alone, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. It's a new trilogy. Obviously, the first one's the best. Kills is okay. Ends is Hook, classic Spielberg. Been a long time since I've seen that one. Of course, all the Indiana Jones movies. I have a bit of a soft spot for the fourth one. The first half of it, I think, is pretty good. It's just the second half is not very great. John Wick 1 through 3, Knives Out, Matilda, Minority Report, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, Nobody, One Battle After Another, Peanuts Holiday Collection, Detective Pikachu, Poltergeist, Rogue One, Saving Private Ryan, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3, Speed. These are Blu-rays. I keep them with these because these are all the 4Ks of the sequel trilogy, and I like having Star Wars together. But yeah, so essentially, Star Wars 1 through 9, Call of the Wild, The Exorcist, Fabelmans, Goonies, Lost Boys, Polar Express, Super Mario Brothers movie, To Kill a Mockingbird, Top Gun, and Twister, and those are almost all of our 4Ks. There's one mixed in down below that you'll see in a second. So getting to the Blu-ray, similar thing here. We start with the 2 film collections. The first one is Conjuring and Conjuring 2. Second one is Shawshank and Green Mile. Then we get to the Pixar movies, The Bug's Life. Now I have Toy Story 4 in 4K, but I mix it in with the others because I want the whole series together. So Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, Incredibles, Incredibles 2, Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up, Inside Out, Good Dinosaur, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Hercules, Lilo and Stitch, Three Musketeers, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Moana, Mulan, Pinocchio, Tangled, The Emperor's New Groove, Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Lion King, The Little Mermaid, The Rescuers, and The Rescuers Down Under, Zootopia. Ooh, need to catch my breath for a second here. Sorry about that. Let's continue. So this is the Ghibli collection. Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind, Castle in the Sky, My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, Porco Rosso, and a combo of Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle. Next is the Zemeckis Christmas Carol, An American Tail, Angels and Demons, Avatar the Complete Series, Close Encounters, Despicable Me 2, Die Hard Collection, Dolphin Tale 2, Duel, Flight of the Navigator, Get Out, The Harry Potter Collection, Hocus Pocus, Home Alone 2, The Looper, MASH, and the first 5 volumes of Hunter x Hunter, Monster House, Night at the Museum, Palace of Smithsonian, Oz the Great and Powerful, Patriots Day, Pitch Perfect 2, Ready Player One, Salt, Saving Mr. Banks, SpongeBob 3-movie collection, that's the first 3, Spy Game, Stand By Me, Star Trek Beyond, Star Wars The Clone Wars, Season 6, Stranger Things Season 1, Sully, Taken 2, Tank, combo of The Blind Side and Dolphin Tale, the Hangover Trilogy, the Hunger Games Quadrilogy, the James Bond Collection, the Lego Movie, The Never-Ending Story, The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Parent Trap, The Peanuts Movie, The Santa Claus 3-movie collection, Last Starfighter, Terminator 1, 2, and 3, Titanic, Tom and Jerry Golden Era Anthology, Tomorrowland, Tron Legacy, Willow, and Wonder Woman. And then sit down to easily see these. Yu Yu Hakusho, Zathura, and then the complete series of 24. The DuckTales complete series, Home Alone 3 and Home Alone 4 on DVD. Just ignore that these 2 are included. Kim Possible, the complete first to the second seasons. Lots and lots of trains. SpongeBob seasons 1 through 9 are included in this. Space Camp, the live action Mario movie. And then Lighthouse Volume 1. Tom and Jerry Tales Volume 3. And Tom and Jerry Gene Deitch Collection. And then you got the PS5 games, Astrobot, Demon's Souls, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Persona 3 Reload, Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, Rocket Knight Adventures Resparked, Sackboy: Big Adventure, Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Superstars, Sonic X Shadow Generations, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Stray. And then the PlayStation 4 games down here, Bloodborne, the Dark Souls Trilogy, Elden Ring, Immortals Phoenix Rising, Katamari Damacy Reroll, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, Shadow of the Colossus, Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD, and Tearaway Unfolded. And then this is a combination of, so this Harry Potter, it's all the way up there. I don't feel like getting up again. Let's just say it doesn't hold a disc very well, so a lot of these are just those put into safer cases. Some of this, I think, might be loose discs. Some of this is homemade stuff. Just a variety of things. This is, in particular, homemade. They're just old photos and videos. And then here we have some plush Mario DVDs. My Sonic Frontiers Steelbook, and then some more, just homemade discs. Then down there is just early childhood DVDs, not very important. So there's quite a bit more than there used to be in this collection. It's quickly outgrowing this shelf. Now, luckily, you're able to buy, like, bolt-ons. Like, I can get another shelf to put, like, around down here, and one to put up all the way up there. So, still a lot of room for expansion. Of course, a lot of this stuff probably could be moved elsewhere as well. Sorry if this video wasn't as in-depth as my normal collection videos. Normally, I love to go on and on about, a lot of the different movies and shows in my collection during these videos. But today, I mean, in general, lately, I've tried making this video a couple times, and every time I just get out of breath very easily. I don't know why. Well, despite what I just said about being out of breath, I'll try and talk about some of these. We'll see how much my body lets me get away with here. All right, so going up to the top, I mainly want to focus on stuff that's new. So, Enter the Dragon, this is a Bruce Lee film. Never seen it before. We saw it in a thrift place. It's like one of the only 4Ks I've ever seen in a thrift place. And of course, it was $20, which isn't a great deal, but it's a Warner title that comes with a slipcover, which, in case you don't know, buy them new. Unless they're like very recent 4Ks, they're not going to come with them. Of course, I can't get it back in. We'll deal with that later. John Wick 1 through 3 is new. Matilda is new. Minority Report is one of my favorite movies ever. Just recently got that one. No, but anyway, seems like an interesting movie. I just got that for the sake of getting it. One Battle After Another. This and another movie. I actually skipped to it. There it is. Near the very end, To Kill a Mockingbird. Those two I just recently got as a gift from Mom. She's been wanting to see both of those movies. Well, she's seen To Kill a Mockingbird, but she hasn't seen One Battle After Another. I'm very much looking forward to watching both of them. They're both very highly acclaimed films. Saving Private Ryan, watched that for the first time recently. That's another recent pickup. Still need to see Sonic 3. Hoping to get to it. I watched Sonic 1 with Grandma last night to try and kind of get into the mode of going through the trilogy. And Fabelmans, recently got that. Definitely want to watch that. Haven't seen it. Haven't seen The Exorcist. Twister is another recent pickup. Love Twister. In general, I just like Jan de Bont's films. Speed is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Still need to see Shawshank Redemption. Good Dinosaur is another thrift pickup. I know this movie isn't very well acclaimed, but it's the 3D Blu-ray of it, and it was $2. Hard to beat $2. Still need to see Hercules. Let's see what else we got here. Definitely want to watch American Tail again. Haven't seen Spirited Away or House Moving Castle. And with Angels and Demons, we're starting to get to more of the thrift pickups. Now, I went with someone else and in the family, and they picked up way more than I ever expected. Because, the movie thing over these last number of months has been really a me thing driving it. Because getting surround sound, I want to use that system. I want to do movies to, really push it. Plus, Grandma's been loving that we've been watching a lot of movies together. It's a great way to spend time with her. And, of course, I've mainly been driving the push to get a bunch more movies. And this person I was with took charge, and he got a bunch of stuff on his own accord. Angels and Demons is apparently a sequel to Da Vinci Code. I'd like to see it, but I haven't seen the Da Vinci Code yet, so that's a little tricky. Definitely need to see the rest of the Avatar series. We didn't get very far in it when we watched it. Despicable Me 1 and 2, those are ones I picked up at the thrift store, once again, $2. And I remember, the first one's good. I remember liking the second one, too. We'll see what I think these days. Dolphin Tale 2 was his pick, and the only reason is because he got that Blindside double pack I showed you earlier, and he wanted to get the second one because it was there, just because it was in that pack. It's kind of funny to me. I think that's all on this shelf I really have something significant to say about. So then moving down to this one. Monster House is a recent pickup. How much was that? I think I got this at a used store. It's $7, and I remember liking this one as a kid. Kind of curious to check it out again at some point. Patriots Day. This was one that person got, but I'm actually looking forward to watching this one. This one seems like it'll be interesting at the very least. Pitch Perfect 1 and 2. This person got those thinking Mom would really like it. Salt seems interesting. It's like an action Angelina Jolie movie. I'm kind of curious to see it. Same Mr. Banks that I picked out, because I've heard that one. Well, I've seen it. It's a good movie, but it's been a while since I've seen it. Let's see what else. I got Sully, Taken, and Taken 2. Taken, it was a Hollywood video pickup, same as Monster House. Sully and Taken 2 were picked up at the thrift slice for a couple bucks. Heard good things about both. Well, I've heard good things about Sully. Apparently Taken 2 is not very good, but Definitely want to see the first one. Blindside, Novotel, already mentioned that. And the Hangar movies, those were also that person picking them up. I recently got Mockingjay Part 2 because we had these 3 for years. We never got Mockingjay 2, so now the collection is complete. And I never understood why, because I remember our reactions. We preferred Part 2 to Part 1. You know, we got Part 1 on Blu-ray, but never got Part 2. Weird. Now I think, by and large, that's it. Terminator 3, I just got that because it was cheap. Tron Legacy, got that because it was a decent price and wanted to see it. Wonder Woman, yeah, man. That's really all I have to say about stuff. I mean, there's a lot of movies on here I still need to see. A lot that, you know, I haven't seen in quite a long time. But we've been really getting through movies lately, just watching a bunch of stuff. And like I said, last night we rewatched, I rewatched Sonic the Hedgehog. It was Grandma's first time. But, you know, before that, we watched Zathura. We watched Minority Report. A couple nights before that, you know, we were watching Saving Private Ryan, you know. So just been getting through a bunch of movies. A lot of them I've seen before. A lot of them I haven't. It's been very fun. I plan to continue getting even more movies for this shelf and playing them, you know, with a surround sound, which is, I find a lot of fun. So, this video is a bit messy in how it turned out. I originally was not going to like talk about anything, and I kind of changed my mind in the middle of it. But if you follow this channel for any amount of time, you kind of know that's my thing is making messy, weird videos. Sure, there's more I could have talked about, you know, but I think that will do this video. So thank you all for watching. If there's any movie you want to hear my thoughts about more in depth, you can feel free to ask in the comments. And besides that, I will see you all next time I decide to bother making a video.